Hello, chat room. It's Greg Allison from Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm. Chat room and later watchers all. you know, I'm out here tonight with the peepers. I'm my favorite little nighttime friends. Keep me company when I'm out here working at night, which I'm so off to do. Hello, Susie Q. Who else we got here? Oh, people are here making comments already. Howdy, howdy. You tell them. Seen some interesting comments. Wow, y'all already had a big long chain of comments before I got in here. Nice, nice, nice. So, it's been a while since I chatted. Hello, Mike. Been quite a while. I've had a lot of things going on. Hello, Soul's Eye. And, and I've been working late at work and a lot of worms to get out and just a lot of stuff to do. So I haven't been, and I got a lot of tax work to do. I'm way behind. But, hey, yeah, beautiful evening. And hey, back there, Michael Reese. I want to be more chatty with you guys tonight, not so topic driven. Uh, it's interesting. We're living in a day and age right now where over a tenth of the world, or something along the tenth of the world's population, is in some form of quarantine. Wow, guys, quarantine. Think about it. It's now in more than one country. And so there's self quarantine. There's various degrees of quarantine coming up. So these are things we're gonna have to factor in is adjusting the way we live, changing our world. I just did a video. I think it's kind of crazy of me to come back on here just after posting a video that's over 40 minutes long, because I know people aren't going to have time to watch that and jump in here. So if you're watching this, if you stop the other video to watch this, please go back and finish the other video, because in there I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly aspects of what's going around. Now, this video is not about what's going around. This is for you, and I will engage a little bit more with. I'm not going to do so much preamble as I usually do. I'm just kind of setting the context here. I plan to do some other series, but first, I'd like to know what you think about the idea of me doing a regular chat session. It's more of an open forum chat, and hope the title did not disturb y'all. Hope the thumbnail picture didn't disturb y'all. Or the potential series name I consider using, Woden's Woken World Wednesdays at 9. Look, yeah, you should know what I believe in greater creator. We've talked about it. We've had several prayer sessions here. But, I'd have a little fun, and a lot of people have compared me to Gandalf and Odin. I've been compared to that, and Santa. What a lot of people don't realize is that the character of Gandalf was based by Tolkien on Odin. The character of Santa has two roots, one being Odin, the other being Saint Nick, Odin being the older root. So there's some things out there about that. So I thought I'd have fun. Odin, Woden, Wodenas apparently was the original pronunciation in Old German. And so from that we get Wednesday. And my friends, I like alliteration. I have written poetry, as you've seen me do occasionally. I've been into poetry since I was a teenager, and I've always been fond of alliteration. Just so happens that alliteration was a favorite poetic form of the old Germans in Norse, and Odin was actually the god of poetry and the god of farming. So I'm kind of into both. Not, in addition to being, just the run of the mill top war god of the Nordic and Germanic peoples. But I bring peace. I talk peace, don't I? so, so there we are. I believe in peace, but I do believe you have to defend yourself. You have to take care of business sometimes, but peace is the most important thing. Travel ban to and from Europe. Yeah, we just heard some stuff from the president. Hello, Cody. How you doing? Desert Road. Hello, Desert Rose. So Joel says, at Sherry Hosterman, I love the prayer meditation session. I try to keep this where I'm not picking on anyone's faith, so please don't take this Woden thing as, oh, he's going pagan on us. This is the faith. I'm trying to be open here. I'm having fun. So hope we can have a little fun. You can't stop at Corona. Can't stop at Corona. Sorry, I read it wrong there, Kyle Wolf. So Tom Hanks has it. He's in Oz. Oh, Tom Hanks has the Corona. Is that what we're saying? Could be dreaming. Tell me about that. I might have missed that one. I hope he don't, and I hope it's mild. But he's got a little age on him. He's older than I am. He's in the age group you got to worry about. So, hello, Greg. Much love and God bless everyone. Amen, Mike. Mike in Florida. God bless everyone. Yes, prayer is important. I'm doing good, Greg. How are you? Says Cody Proc. Cody, I'm doing better. I have actually, you might notice my voice might sound a little hoarse. I've been a little bit sick. Monday night, I was feeling pretty bad at work. I was, you know, how do you feel when you're on the verge of catching a fever? And I had the coughs and the sniffles and headache, big headache. So I took off yesterday, and today I wasn't too sure this morning. So I asked my boss what should I do. And right now, people are really on favor of erring on that side of caution. The crud's going around my office. It's going around quite a bit. Everybody's got some form of crud. I think too much so for it to be COVID at this point in time. Could be wrong. I'm the guy talking about its infectivity more than anybody, or as much as anybody, and how it can spread under the carpet. I do know there's cases in Tennessee, primarily in the Nashville and Memphis areas. There's cases in oh, could be dreaming. Says hi, Sir Greg. Hey, hi, could be dreaming. Who was talking? Were you the one asking about or saying something about Tom Hanks having it? Hmm. So, yeah, I've been a bit sick, but I'm feeling a lot better now. So much so I'm planning to return to work tomorrow, but I really have been unhappy. A lot of people have been in the workplace when they've been coughing really hard. I mean, their lungs coming up, and they've been in the office for days on end. And that just had me kind of uneasy. What can I say? I would be uneasy with that if there weren't stuff going around. All right, somebody says cytokine storm. Where were we at? I saw the word cytokine storm scroll across my screen. Who said that? Can I catch it? Aha, could be dream. If you get cytokine storm, astragalus, green tea, caldera. Yeah, cytokine storm is where your body's immune system had some exposure to something like what you're getting exposed to and overreacts and often cause organ damage. It's been noted that there were tests and vaccine development. Vaccines were developed for a previous version of a coronavirus, and when it was tested, the animals died. It was actually, well, once they showed the antibodies, but once they were given the actual vaccine, they died from a cytokine storm. Destroyed their organs, just had massive organ failure because their bodies attacked themselves. You got cooties. Greeny, I'm getting over it though. So the key thing that I've been teaching on this channel, I think what's really helping me is the same thing is I try to keep a strong immunity, and I do follow a high level hygiene protocol. Oh, thank you, Susie Beeman. Appreciate it. I do follow a high degree of hygiene protocol. I'm self-isolated today. I didn't feel bad this morning, just a slight little headache, but that's gone. I'm feeling better. I take a lot of vitamin C. I take vitamin D3 in good quantity and to keep that from forming concrete sludge in my. You know, the Nordic gods were a bit on the mortal side, more so than the Greek ones. you know, yeah, okay, standing foot, appreciate it. So, yeah, buffering. Are we buffering? Oh, didn't move this thing to. I forgot again to put this thing on my Wi-Fi. I'm close enough to my Wi-Fi. I should have done that, but I think I had buffering problems last time then too. My apologies. Anyone buffering, please refresh the screen. Okay, guys, if we're having a lot of problems, how do I let people? Do we have a good? I mean, guys, is my face? Is the color good? Is it blurry? I know when I'm in some of the office spaces shooting a video that the video is blurry. Yes, you're buffering. Oh my gosh, it's not as bad as PN1 buffering. Hardwire it. Well, I can't hardwire my phone, my friend. I got a laptop that this might work better. Not a laptop. I have a desktop computer that this might work from, but I don't have the software to do live stream from it yet. Not set up. I will do that. I'll get there. I had 7 times the amount of vitamin C. Okay, Kyle Wolf. And 333 green energy down. What do you mean 33? 333, Greg? 333. Is that half a devil? Just kidding. That's why I used to tell people I saw the numbers 333. Oh, look, it's. All right, I dropped out. Sorry, my friends. Somebody had a comment about Prepper Nurse 1, and I lost it. Yeah, he does a lot of good videos. I do watch his videos too. And maybe one day he and I'll do a show together. Greg, signs up today and stores do not come in if sick. Desert Rose, that is always good advice. Cody Proc says, Greg, Trump did not look good. Well, friends, we know President Trump was at a campaign rally shaking hands where there was a guy who was tested positive. He might not look good just because he's stressed out. Being president of the United States is a tough job, and he's been under considerable fire ever since he took the office. So Scratch says, really? Hi, Scratch. What are you saying, really, T, Scratch? 333 Green says, I feel you, bro. I do. Empath, long time sub. Thank you. Yes, 333 Green. From one green to another, right? Green Greg's green. I mean, even if it's not the thing that we're worried about, if your immune system's down, I think I have fought this off pretty well, though. Very jelly, which is antiviral, and very good. Oh my gosh, I never actually ate it before. Now I have the elderberries growing wild on my place, and I'm definitely gonna make some on jelly this time. Yeah, I've been dropping in and out here, my friends. It looks like John Sorbo says, "Hey, Lou." Good. So, okay, I did make a mistake, my friends, when I came out here. I forgot to put my phone on to the Wi-Fi, and I was in a hurry to get out here, and I got here in time. There's been a time or two I didn't get here early enough. So I'll have to make a double sure I remember next time to put it on Wi-Fi. But I think I did have some buffered even when I was on Wi-Fi. Desert Road says, Desert Rose, I don't say it, pronounce it well. I sound like I'm saying Road Desert. I'm sorry, my bad, my apologies. Desert Rose says, Tina, stay safe. I don't know what Tina's got going, but guys, there's a lot going around in this country. There's a lot to stay safe over. I made your sweet gum extract. Do you think it will help prevent at least or minimize the effects of this beer bug? Let's hope it does. Yeah, I've got some. And I'm kind of saving it in case it gets really bad. No, what did I do this time when my chat froze up? Chat is frozen. I'm sure that's what's happened here because I saw it happen to me before. There's a refresh button. No, that's a turnaround button. Uh-oh. Now you see some old junk cabinet. Sorry about that. All right, let's see. Where's my chat at? Still not. Got here. Live chat. All messages are visible. Pardon me, guys. This thing's hanging up. I did it 2 months before. There we go. Well, I have to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. The choir is singing tonight, says Cindy. It is. That's what I like. That's why I come out here, my friends. I come out here because the peepers, they're so beautiful. And I think the logs behind me makes a good backdrop. And I just like it out here. And the peepers give me some solace. Kyle says, Sal, good, Greg, we love you. Well, thank you, Kyle. And I got some critters crawling around here, it sounds like. So let's see what else here. Sherry Hosserman says, lots of people with headaches, cough, and runny nose, including me with a sore throat. Yeah, sure, that's kind of where I was at, but I'm feeling better now. Yeah, but that's a lot to be concerned with, absolutely. Texas Rancher says, Houston Livestock Show was canceled. Ireland and Chicago have canceled their St. Patrick's Day spread. Yeah, they should. You don't need any large gathering. That's the last thing you need to be is on a large gathering. And Desert Rose says, did you get D3? Yes, I'm taking D3, Desert Rose. Soul's Eye Jules, I was talking to Scratch. Honeysuckle tea is another good room. Honeysuckle tea, could be dreaming. That's a great idea. I love honeysuckles. And Tina Lowell says, looking good, Greg. So happy to see your face. Well, thank you, Tina Lowell. Thank you. And Scratch says, my lungs are severely wrecked. I'm expecting to croak if I get this. Oh, no, Scratch. Why? What's going on? All right. Let's see what's going on. You know what? I think my chat is frozen again. Buffering on my end. Got some critters running around out here. Hang in there, Greg. We need your advice. Byron, I'm trying to hang in there. I can guarantee that. All right. For some reason, it seems like the only way I'm going to see new chats, I keep having to press this chat button and tell it live chat. Every time I do that, I get, wow. Why does it do this to me? I don't know. This thing is crazy the way it's doing here. All right, now I'm getting new messages scrolling. Man, this thing is nuts. So, Hello All says asking. All right, now things are scrolling. That's back. Desert Rose could be dreaming. Okay, could be dreaming. Well, those peepers, says Susan Peters. Thank you, thank you. You know, I have a video, 9 hours of peepers. So if you want to be a sleeper, listen to my 9 hours of the peeper. All you gotta do is go at the top of my screen where it says videos and click that button and just scroll. It's very close to the bottom. Still buffering. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. I should have learned this last time. I forgot. Sometimes I get in too big of a hurry. So what am I missing here? Because I know I'm missing comments. I'm trying to catch a few of them. Time for a joke, folks. Do you know why the virus won't last? It was made in China. Chia. You left the N out. Probably same type. The N being at the bottom. I do that when I'm typing a lot of times on these cell phones. Hang in there, Greg. We need your. Oh yeah. All right. So I saw that. Let me scroll back down. All righty. So, has everybody had a chance to see my previous video, the one I posted about an hour ago? Yeah, I realize I posted it, and then this is the one up right after it. So make sure you go back and look at that other video. I don't know if you pronounce it MIE, Little. I'm from Valley Head, Alabama, Rising Fawn. Miss that sound. Currently in Florida. Oh yeah, Valley Head. Yeah, there used to be that's the place, the cold record temperature in Alabama, by the way. When I was a kid, I remember meeting some people up there telling me stories of what they called a bat tail monster. You ever hear of that? Like a strange Bigfoot on steroids. Supposed to be spookier. Kind of like a cross between Mothman and Bigfoot. Buffering bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so I didn't know you posted a video today, said Cuddy Proc. Oh my gosh, yeah, some people just don't get notices, and you told me that before. I just posted about an hour before the session started. Yes, the worms made it. All right, Desert Rose. Cool. All good here, says me. I can pronounce it me, M-I-E. Me Lil. Me Lie. All right, mine's not buffering. Okay, so if somebody's not buffering, it may not be on my side. But occasionally I am dropped. I do notice that. So I will make it double sure next time. Pound worms, not worms. All right, Scratch, good. Scratch, I hope you're doing well. You got me worried there talking about your health there. Let's see. Honest Open Permaculture. Hello, friends. Well, hello to you. Hello to you, Honest Open Permaculture. You're part of the solution there, my friend. No buff here, says the California Springer. Love you. Green Gregs feel better, Susie Q. Well, thank you, Susie Q. All right. So saw your video, just went live. Okay. So some people are just getting this. Diane Hart just saw it. Texas Rancher says, I don't get your notifications until 20 minutes after they've been posted. Wow. Hey, I don't think YT really likes me because I tell too much in here. I don't want people to hear, I guess. I don't know. That's just weird. So, hi, Greg Chin. Miss y'all. Let's see. Scratch says I'll be okay. Thank you, Greg. Mate, I'm going into hiding. Yeah. Look, if eat fresh garlic, Greg. Hey, you know what? I grow garlic. I got lots of it. Yeah, I do eat it. That's one of the things I eat. I eat garlic, turmeric. Probably not enough. I need to put it on all my salads. I eat it every day. I eat onions. I eat a lot of onion. That's good for you. But like Scratch says, my friends, if you have a poor immunity, a poor immune system, if you're having lung problems in particular, I would highly recommend going into self-isolation like right now. Right now. That would be the recommendation to take away. Another thing, if you have any doubt about whether or not you've been exposed or have something, or you have, especially if you have a suspicion that you might, don't go see the elder loved ones. They can't handle it. It has a very high case fatality rate with older people and younger people. In most younger age groups, they're showing a case fatality rate of 0.2%. That's twice as high as the regular flu, but the regular flu case fatality rate really is more for people in nursing homes more than anything else. So, elderly people that are severely compromised, 1 in 1,000 is what they're claiming for that. I am somewhat suspicious of those numbers. I did get a comment from somebody that works in a nursing home earlier, so I may have to revisit that idea. But I think a lot of what they tell us about the regular flu is just to get us scared, so we take the vaccination. However, do not expose people that are weak. Do not expose people that have immune systems that are compromised. Do not expose the elderly. I have a friend, he's 20 years younger than me, who works in the restaurant industry, and I hope she gets out of that. She works in near Nashville, where there's already several cases, and she's had some issues. So I always stay awesome. My friend says DIY solar homestead. No, ask him. Love garlic, but how much comes out your pores? Well, Diane Hart, that might stop mosquitoes from biting you, right? Bloodsuckers don't like garlic. Scratch says, I just posted on Twitter, Facebook that shows it very well. Known Asian doc that has stated that 10% of cases in Italy are in ICU. Yeah, see, that is what I'm hearing. 10% of cases, 10% of the people are getting this, and I've heard up to 20% are critical ill. And I mentioned this in my previous video where I believe it was Dr. Redmond, it's either him or one of the guys from that briefing in the House this morning, was saying that 10 to 15% would be critical. Scratch says 10%. Garlic helps keep ticks away, says Susie Bateman. Yeah, all bloodsuckers, ticks, skeeters, vampires. I grow a lot of garlic too. It's very good. And so vitamin D is supposed to be good for lung tissue. Well, vitamin D is good overall. So is turmeric, my friends. That's a home birth with midwife in California. Oh, that is not that. You know, guys, you do want to limit your time in hospitals. Hospitals are not a place to be right now. We're going to have to revisit how we live in this society. So I'm going to start covering that. I'm going to do a series on that. That's my plans about living in quarantine. It's not going to be about the bug going around. It's going to be about living with the consequences of that and other things that might put you into that situation. Because I think there's other things coming around. I also think there's opportunity based in that. And I discussed that a little bit in my previous video and also on Galactic Greg's, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So there is some aspects that you could almost consider good, relatively speaking, of this terrible situation. And the situation is terrible. Too much excessive garlic consumption don't thwart the tax man. Oh, dadgummit, Chris. I wish it did. Wow, garlic would be more valuable than gold if it would work like that. That's the one bloodsucker that won't hold away that tax assessors. Yeah, well, they got that automated too, you know. This is I'm eating the wrong kind, says Chris. Is there one kind that does expel the tax assessors? All right, pardon me for the earthquake. Everything is shaking, right? That's me laughing. Says Lysol pretty good. Yeah. Lysol does kill the virus. I don't know if it's they claim 99.7% or something like that. He looked ill. Scratch, who are you talking about? Who's drinking Lysol? Oh my God, no, Pyramid 7. Do not drink Lysol. Yeah. Sherry Hosterman, hey, good to see you here. But that look like you got a crying face. I hope not. Is that a crying face or happy face? It's just an itty bitty icons down. Kind of hard for me to tell the details. Scratch says Trump. Oh yeah. He did. We mentioned that earlier. Well, but he's also under a lot of stress, and let's hope that's all that Peeper's Lysol works. Anyway, so all right, what else am I going to see here? I won't drink it. Good, Desert Rose. I'm glad to know you won't drink it. And Sherry says, good to see you, Greg. Well, thank you, Sherry. It's always great to see you here. Absolutely. And Scratch, I've been complaining of pains in my head and struggling to breathe, lack of oxygen since before Christmas. Scratch, that is not good at all. Hope you haven't been to China or around anybody out of Wuhan, Scratch. Get apple cider vinegar, people. Cody, you're exactly right. That's really good. It's good for you. All right. So, listen to the frogs. Listen to the peepers. I had one of the best compliments I believe I've ever had on one of my videos. Probably one of the best compliments any YouTuber ever had. is somebody complimented after one of my on one of my videos and said it was the most relaxing apocalyptic video they had ever seen or ever watched. Yeah, she said that was the most relaxing apocalyptic video I ever watched. And yes, Sherry. So it's important. This is a zombie apocalypse, said Scratch. Okay, you know what I'm thinking about doing? Tell me how this would go over, my friends. Well, we got 99 in here, 103 and 69 likes. Give me some more thumbs up, guys. Give me some thumbs up. Helps the algorithms with Facebook. Heidi to Greg G. All right. All right, St. Stevens. Howdy ho, Grego. All right, that's what he said. So I'm thinking about doing, like I said, I'm going to do different series coming up. Or I'm going to try to. One of them is going to be about living with the quarantine. But I'm also thinking about a little humor, a little apocalyptic humor, if you will. Um, like in a forecast, like a weather forecast. So, and I might go over things that could come up. I mean, it'll have some truth to it, but I'll try to throw a little comic spin into it, maybe. With a little comic lead-in song, maybe. And just kind of going through some of the stuff popping up, like a weather forecaster would. Does that sound like fun? Is that something y'all like? I don't want to get out too far out there, but Greg, when you smile, so does your eyes. Well, thank you. Thank you. Marnie? Thank you, Marnie. Is it Marnie or Marie? Oh, it's Marie. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to see when there's R's and N's. It's Marie. Marie Keithley. Thank you. Thank you, Marie. Thank you. That means it comes from the heart. That's what that says. And Desert Rose, I want to collect rainwater. Would do it. Oh, I'm getting a yes, do it. I think that's from Cody. That must be on this show idea I had. So, should I do the show? Should I have a little fun with the apocalypse and do a little comedic weather forecast for apocalyptic things? Yes, Greg, thoughts on 5G. I'm not really worried about 5G, my friends. Should go into a video on that. So, heck yeah, jokes are good. It might not be so much joke, it'd just be a comedic spin, the whole scenario of everything we're dealing with. That's not to take away from the seriousness. There are things to be worried about, concerned about. Well, not so much worried, but there's a lot of things you need to be aware of. As I always say, don't be scared, be prepared. But you do have to keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel. I'm going to rename some of my videos Eyes Wide Open and Head on a Swivel News, especially when I talk about worldly things. So I'm thinking about kind of recasting the way my channel's organized. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it all now. I got so many irons in the fire, it's going to be tough to do. But these are just the general things I'm thinking about. But I got to tell you, one of the most important things for your health is your mental health, the state of your soul, the state of your spirit, keeping your spirit up. So you've got to be able to laugh at adversity. You got to laugh in the face of doom. You've got to be able to see some humor at all times. One of the best stories I ever heard was of one of the Jewish prisoners in the prisoner war camps in Auschwitz or somewhere where they were killing so many in Germany. And he described how he managed to find great beauty in a fish head. It was what they gave him to eat, basically, and a fish head and a bowl of water or something like that. But he was trying to find beauty in anything and everything just to manage to keep his sanity and his wits. And that's kind of a tough thing to do, to find beauty in that. But he managed to do that. So no matter what, the sun still shines. These peepers are peeping. If the whole world gets blasted away, there'll be more peepers in the future or something like that. Let's hope the whole world don't get blasted away. Part of what we're is keep that from happening, I hope. I need one of those Texas ranchers. Let's see. Mascot should be an owl. My mascot? Oh, should have a couple of ravens for mascot. What do you think? Cody Pratt says, gotta go. Good night, Greg. God bless. Well, God bless you, Cody. Thank you so much. Yes, stay out of the hive. Yes, we all are here to survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. That is our object. That is what we're here for. And Angela Sandlin says, find the golden nuggets wherever you can. Yes, Angela, exactly. And that's what we're talking about. That's why I think it might be important to find a little humor in all this, so that when we have to face it, we can face it. But you do have to wrap your mind around the kind of things that can come, or else you could be in total shock. You don't want to be in shock, and you don't want to panic. You need to be able to be calm and deal with things. Uh, you can't deal with anything effectively if you're panicked, because when you're in panic, you're just rushing and not thinking. That's when people have wrecks, hurt people, hurt themselves, mess things up, break things. Panic is no place to be, even in the worst situation. So don't panic. Keep your head on your shoulders at all times. Even if you're in a combat, it's best to keep your head on the shoulders. Now, if you've got emotion, a lot of soldiers would decompress after a battle. They wouldn't, while in battle, they wouldn't process anything emotionally because they knew they had to do what they had to do. Well, it's that same way and knock us out. And it's up to us to stop it from happening. For one, we shouldn't let these things get to us. The hardest thing is when we see loved ones hurt. That's the toughest thing of all. So we'll do everything we can to prevent that. And I do believe, I'm on here praying for peace, and that is genuine from the heart. We need peace because around the world, people everywhere are essentially the same. We shouldn't be pitched against each other as we have been and are by the powers that be for their gain. That said, if when it comes down to it, I do believe in defense. You have to defend yourself. You have to defend your family. You have to defend your. I do believe in that. I mean, hey, I was in the Army. I am a veteran, and I relate to people that's been in the military and veterans. I can relate to them because we've gone through and had a lot of shared experiences. Let's see. So, not me talking. What are you guys saying? Our attitude determines our latitude. Amen. Amen. So, what else we got here? Uh, Love you all, said Desert Rose. Desert Rose is sweet. I've had the fortune of meeting her at LeapCon, and she's always sweet with chats and her comments here. Well, she's 10 times sweeter to meet her in person. Navy vet here, said Diane Hart. Well, hello. Thank you for your service. Turkey tail 2. What's the turkey tail for, California Springer? I missed the context. Okay, Could Be Dreaming says, I have chronic asthma too and have been sick with something scary, fighting my way through and winning. Could Be Dreaming, hang in there, but with chronic asthma, posted an image of a wolf. Hey, I need a couple of wolves, don't I? And we got a good night from Seth Anderson. Uh, Thank you for serving, GG, says Reverend Ned. And Sherry Hosterman says, all with hearts and loves and butterflies. Thank you, Sherry. And Gillette with that Greg man, the human race is getting dumber and dumber, and war is destructive and destruction. What we need, let's see what I'm going to read this, and what we need to do best, unfortunately, well, bird sounds are lovely. Could Be Dreaming, you're right. What you're hearing out here is frogs. And they sound kind of like birds, don't they? Very musical. I have musical frogs. I get serenaded every night by something out here. Frogs, katydids, crickets, although I've not heard the katydids. I did a video called Insect Apocalypse. We're losing a lot of our insects for some strange reason just last year here. Really weird. Scratch, I get out of breath talking. That's not good, Scratch. Oh my gosh, Scratch, you better take care. Get your immunity up. I've covered that in some videos. I'll have to do, yes, Angela. Music, frogs. They are musical, aren't they? Yes, yes. I love your frogs, says Sherry. Yes, yes. Daniel Schultz says trace elements essential. Micronutrients for body functions and immune systems. Lack of trace elements and infectious diseases go together. Absolutely true. Trace elements boost the immune system. Yeah, that's the problem. Our diet today is sufficient because the farmers just want to fertilize NPK. Of course, the powers that be would like to hurt us all into living in rack and stack ship city and have robotic big brother farms that just give you food, frankenfood of no real nutritional value. So grow your own food. We're going to press to keep people free and out of the hive. Scowling Wolf, loving the frogs. Scratch says, I need a recording. He says, Scratch, I have it. Go to my videos and scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see 9 hours of peepers. There's some wind sound because it was real windy that night when I was filming that. Then you can hear the trees swaying and the wind blowing through the trees above. Buffering again. Now, some people say they're buffing, and some people that say they don't see it. So I don't know how much is on mine. And every now and then I do know I drop out. I will next time make double sure that I um, use my Wi-Fi instead of my cell phone for this. My bad. My apologies. So, friends, this has just been an open chat tonight. It's not been topic driven. Sometimes I may make these a topic driven if something's really burning on my mind. I got my topic off my chest before I started this video because I did that video on the world upside down world that's coming at us due to COVID-19. I did a video on that. So please do look at that video if you haven't seen it yet. If you didn't finish it because you came here, go watch it. And please share both videos, especially that one. I'm not sure how much people are going to want to see a shared video and just us having a chat session here. So, and a lot of people probably see my video. I don't know. Hey, I just like to have fun. After all, I do kind of resemble Woden, right? Maybe I am. Didn't I say he was the god of farming and poetry? And then they like to alliterate. Hey guys, I'm just having fun. The phaser from Star Trek. So what could we do for a face mask? Oh yeah, there's some good videos on DIY face masks. And I've talked about things that you can do for yourself and the way to make money. If you can figure out how to make them, as your Heavenly Father, please heal Greg. Well, thank you, Susan. Susie, I should say. Thank you, Susie. Viking hero. Could be dreaming. I've got a lot of Viking blood. I'm at least half Viking. At least probably more. I would probably say at least 75%. So, Susie, thank you. Thank you so much for that prayer. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I think a chat session is good, especially for those that are isolated right now. Jules, I think you're hitting it right there. As we're isolating, we need a community. Maybe we can be the community because I see you guys as a family. You're my family. We're getting tight here, and I really felt that when I met a lot of y'all at LeakCon. It was like a family reunion. So, I'm not going to LeakCon this time. They're doing it too early, and there's a lot of conflicts. But I'm beginning to think we're in an era where we probably don't want to be going to too many face-to-face, big crowd meeting events, and that's most unfortunate. But we can meet here. We can be friends here. We can share here. And the prayer session. Maybe you don't want to go to church. Maybe I should hold more prayer sessions just so we can say a prayer. I'm not offering a religious service. I'm not a preacher, a minister. But I believe we can do a prayer service. And I don't see any problem with that. Green fam. Yes, thank you, Stephen. Love you, Uncle Greg says the wise will thrive. Well, thank you. Thank you. California Springer says, love you, Greg. De-stress. Go watch my puppy videos. Oh, there's an idea. They canceled it. Yeah, it did. Oh, LeakCon got canceled? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, well, I'd be scared to gather right now. Wow. Okay, well, we're here. That's what we're here for. We've got our chance to share here, to be together here. This is a safe way to do it. And, if any of you guys happen to be in my area, I'd love to meet you. Some of you live not far from here. Maybe we can meet up before too long in the future. But let's do be careful. Let's do be careful. So that might be one advantage of having these channels. It's an opportunity to share, to be family, to be friends, and to build our tribe. And that's what we're going to do. And the vision for the tribe is we'll have local tribes, real tribes, local chapters, tribes, and we'll have an interconnected network. And I'm getting responses, and after tax season, I'm going to knit all these together and start contacting people and trying to work to develop our community. You can email me for that purpose at hal5.com. No, hal5 at AOL.com. It's HAL, the number 5, at AOL.com. That's Hal, as in hotel, Alpha, Lima, number 5. No, it's Hal5 space. I'm sorry. Wow, it's late. I'm not getting enough sleep lately. Hal5 space. I didn't sleep much last night. I'm sorry. Hal5 space at AOL.com. No, my bad. HAL5 SPACE space. That's Hotel Apple Lima 5 at Hal5 space S as Sierra Papa Alpha Charlie Echo at AOL.com. Maybe there you go, Soulseye. Thank you. Halfi space at AOL.com. Thank you. So Soulseyes put it in the comments here. Appreciate it. Angela Sandlin's got it there. You got it. Thank you. I'm fading here. It's been a long. Didn't sleep too well last night. I only got a couple hours sleep last night, and I took a nap later to kind of make up for it. But yeah, I'm running behind on that. So had a hard time getting sleep last night. I was kind of up late doing entering tracking numbers for worms I had shipped too. So yeah, it's interesting here, my friends. I love this barn. I've always loved log barns. I had one when I was a kid. I love log buildings. I love wood. I love nature. I love hearing the frogs. This is a great chance to relax. If you get a chance to get out in nature. Scratch says, I learned the phonetic alphabet backwards when I was 8. Wow. Useless fact. Well, it's useful to know, though. So let's all unite in our tribes. Let's all unite in our family. And love your family, but be careful. Just be careful. Don't take anything to the older people. Try to help them. They're going to need special help because they need to self-isolate. They need somebody to help look after them. But it needs to be someone that's well. Just remember to have really good hygiene practices, especially around them. Keep your immunity up. And Diane Hart's out here in a minute. See what Diamond's looking for. He may be trying to pull me into a video. Or maybe he was texting me that they're going to do video for LeakCon. That may be it. I hope so. That'd be awesome if they'd have LeakCon on a video, do a video session. Yeah, because Diamond's listening. He's texting me directly. Okay. Thank you, Diamond. Yeah, Diamond is texting me directly. He must be listening in. He's sending me text messages. All right. Good. Diamond, you got some worms on the way to you, my friend. They're supposed to get there Saturday. I just sent you the numbers. So, yeah, Diamond's awesome. If you haven't gone to the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, go. He's doing a lot of water to keep it warm, and it's doing really well there. Counties in Washington, D.C., it's like, not Washington, D.C., Washington State, excuse me, Shomish County. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Tony, but your county, many prayers and blessings for you and your neighbors and friends and family. I probably should go back. Diamond, if you're watching, if you were actually, all right, let's see, Snohomish, okay, got it. Son of it, wow, I'm sending different versions here. Well, I've been through the area once, but it's been a while, been a long time ago. So I think I should go. I think we've gone long here. If you like this session, if this is the kind of session you want to see, give me a lot of thumbs up and tell me. If my thumbnail is something that is offensive, tell me, but really I doubt it. Come on, guys, I'm just having fun. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate prayers. And says Tony, and stay out of the hive. Thank you, Tony. That's the whole idea here. Stay out of the hive. Susie Q, Diamond is the best. Boom, she says. Yes, boom. But listen to the peepers. Isn't it beautiful? That's why I like to do it out here, my friends. Susan Kelly says, we love you, Greg. Well, thank you. I love all you. You're great people. And GG, shouldn't be offensive if you try. Oh, well, thank you, Scratch. I can't be offensive if I try. I try not to be offensive. I'd have a little fun. I thought that was fun to have. I like alliteration. Woden's Woken World Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Now, 9 also happened to be the number that Odin, however you want to call him, used, by the way. He sacrificed himself on a tree for 9 days, the tree of world knowledge. And sacrificed himself unto himself. So maybe he paved the way for Christianity in Europe. Haven't done so. Who knows? Have a great night and try to get some sleep, Greg, says Diane Hart. Yeah, I need to do that tonight. Yes. So, yeah, there was 9 worlds in the Nordic mythology, too. 9, big number in that world of thinking. Greg's gregarious. Well, thank you. And I like the alliteration there, Susan Kelly. Yeah, you're on to it. I got a buddy who always calls me Gregarious Greg. In fact, he was on one of my videos, Bill Brown. He always calls me Gregarious Greg. So, all right, I might even start a channel these days and call it Gregarious Greg. If you notice, my channel name's all alliterate. Green Gregs and Galactic Gregs. My business, Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm. I've always liked alliteration. I panicked at work today. They were preparing. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm losing my video here. So, Tina Lovell says, Could you do more than an hour overtime? I'm in more scared for my soon-to-be-born baby. Okay, all right, Tina. All right, everybody, we've got Tina Lovell. She's expecting a baby. Please, everyone, let's all say a prayer for Tina Lovell. Let's all pray for her. And Tina, the key things are you might want to consider some self-isolation. You may want to um, really go back through my videos and look where I've talked about things to do to keep your immune system strong. Look at things to do for hygiene purposes. You really got to keep the immune system up in the hygiene. So everyone, Tina Lovell. In fact, why don't we take just a moment of silence? I'm not going to time it. Let's take a moment of silence here and pray for Tina Lovell. Wow, even the peepers about that. Even the peepers took a moment of silence, my friends. Wow. Yeah, look, we're a family. We're friends. We're not just a channel here. We're building a family, friends, tribe, a movement for the future. Now the frogs are coming back. You hear that? You hear that? They are the choir. The choir is singing. The choir is singing. Tina, much blessing for you. We're here for you. We're your friends, Reverend Froggies. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, people have really wondered when I would start to say the word boom in it with thunder or hold my hand or point, and we got thunder a lot last spring. Folks started suspecting me. Of course, me casting light from my voice saying halo in the Mount Hollywood Tunnel was interesting too, right? They're pinging them out of me, says Adam's Patch. Interesting. Tina, being a mother, is the greatest blessing. Yes, and a newborn baby is the most beautiful thing that ever was. Beautiful jewel. Mother ego is a frog. GG. No hermit. That was Kermit. LOL. Hey, Scratch. That's interesting. Love thunderstorms. Yeah. So, yeah. Wow. This is how church should be. Well, there is nothing wrong with us taking moments to support each other spiritually, saying prayers. You don't have to have a denomination. You just got to believe in each other and believe in a greater creator. All the other stuff is more to serve organizations, right? We are here for development of ourselves in this world, spiritual development. Why would we as spiritual beings be living in a physical world? Is that not the biggest enigma of all? Outside is the best church I know. Amen, Angela. Amen. Amen. It's the best place to have a service. Best place to get married is outdoors if you get married. Speaking of thunderstorms, we are getting a lot of rain here. We're getting too much rain. So I've stayed on a little bit longer than I would have normally because Tina came forward and told us of her predicament. I was about to end it. But look, if somebody needs prayers, somebody's worried, tell me. Tina, she says, pray for our veterans. Thank you, Tina. Um, I thank you on behalf of the veteran community being one. God gave us so much, says Sue Sue. Amen. And I have to use my Kermit Facebook account. What is nature? Well, and Angel says, thank you, Greg. Thank you, says Greg Chin. So, my friends, yeah, God can speak to us through nature in many ways. That was really magical that the frogs stopped for the prayer. The peepers stopped, and now they're singing again. So, my friends, keep warm, says April. Yes. Pray for medical teams too. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've got to pray for the medical teams. Pray for the first responders, for the EMA people. we need to do that. We all need to do that. The wise will thrive says, get a good night's sleep tonight, Uncle Greg. God bless you. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, and by the way, I do have a lot of nephews that are preachers because I got my oldest brother as a preacher. Uh, it's interesting. I think my prayer services may be larger than his with you guys, but I probably don't have the intensity at it that he has because he is definitely steeped in the scriptures. So, anyway, so I'm glad everyone had a good night here with Woden's Woken World. I think the idea is that we are woken people. We stay woken. We keep our eyes wide open and head on a swivel. That's part of being woken, is to know what's coming, to realize what's really in the world, what's coming at us, so that we can be prepared and not scared. And so I thank all of you for having attended tonight. Please, keep the thumbs up going. I really appreciate it. We got 79 people have hung on through all of this. And if you're in here and you see this video, you've not subscribed to my channel, I would say this: if you believe in what I say, if you believe in the message I bring you, if you believe in the community that we're trying to develop here, if you believe in these things, then subscribe to my channel. Bang the update notification bell and click off. Support my channel. You can check the links below most of my videos. I haven't posted any below this one yet. I may later tonight possibly. But you can, those links, if you click on them and go to My Patriot Supply and go to True Leaf Market to get the seeds you need, then you're supporting me. And right now I need that kind of support too, really do. And St. Stephen's got the frogs. God bless you all. Souls Are Jules, love you, Green Gregs, and all your GG channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sweet Pepper Dreams. Greg. Sherry, thank you, Sherry. All right, guys, girls, I really appreciate it. You're all great people. Father God, lifting all names and chat up to you for special blessings tonight. Amen. Thank you, Cindy Lou. Thank you, Cindy Lou. All right, from the bottom of my heart to you, I thank you for participating. I thank you for being there. I thank you for being the wonderful people you are. You wouldn't listen to all this if you weren't. I know you have good hearts, and that's what counts more than anything. It's what's in here. That's the most important thing any of us bring to this world. And we lose sight of that all too much. You'll be covering. Thank you, Reverend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. So, Tony, you have a good night too. Texas Rancher, you're welcome. Tina, thumbs up. Scratch. Panama. Don't know. Panama. Is that a? I don't know what reference that is. Scratch. So, anyway, everyone. He is ashamed of my name. My father is ashamed. Okay, very good, said JC. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all. And welcome once again. Welcome. I should have something equivalent to two that has a W, right? Well, welcome to Woden's Woken World. And bye-bye and good night. Thank you all. And you have an awesome, awesome night and awesome, good dreams. Let's all stay together. We'll get through this world. And we'll all thrive, survive, and stay out of the hive. Good night.